Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Wasn't the Brexit Party, but UKIP, of course, under Nigel Farage, that was putting the wind up the establishment parties ahead of the last European elections 5 years ago in 2014, when they ended up getting more than 25% of the vote. But this time they've been struggling, beset by accusations of Islamophobia and that they've become sympathetic to the far right, hit by many defections under their current leader, Gerard Batten. Joining us now is Mike Hookham, UKIP's deputy leader. Nice of you to come in, Mike. I wonder when you see that enthusiasm that Farage is generating now, whether you don't wish you were part of his gang.
Never. Good of you to show that bit of clip there. 62 years of age and you can still climb a fence. Commando spirit never ever leaves. I'd never leave UKIP. I've been in UKIP for over 10 years. You know, and I am UKIP through and through. Farage left back in 2016 when he thought the job was done.
You might not leave, but many have. 5 years ago, you had, 24 MPs. You won those elections as UKIP. Now you've only got 4 left. 10 of your MEPs have gone to Brexit, 7 have become independents, 1's gone to the SDP, 1 to the Tories. It's pitiful.
Well, all of those MEPs that was asked to go to the Brexit Party was all promised a seat with Nigel, and all have not got that seat, so he's betrayed all of those people as well. We are there fighting. We've got our membership now is 30,000 and still climbing. And every year I've been in this party, every year the mainstream media has written us off and said, that's it, UKIP's finished, and we're still going, and we're still carrying on, and we will still carry on.
80% of your MEPs have left.
Yes, but, you know, the party is the membership, it's not the MEPs. The MEPs have gone, they're finished anyway, or they would have been finished if Theresa May had got a finger out, but they was finished anyway in the end of June.
But look at why they've left. They've left because they no longer like what you stand for.
They're left. Let's get the story straight. They left because they was never ever going to be elected again in UKIP. They was finished. They was promised a job with Nigel. Nigel betrayed that.
Well, 10 have gone to the Brexit Party.
Yes, but they are not on Nigel's list. They was promised a seat on Nigel's list, and they are not on that list.
OK.
He betrayed their trust.
You know very well that several female MEPs walked out of your party because Carl Benjamin, one of your candidates, was making rape jokes towards a Labour MP, which he then
that story is false, because I know very well on the Friday morning they was all following Gerard, they was retweeting Gerard, and then suddenly they found they wasn't on our list, then they all decided to go to Nigel.
Do you want to address Carl Benjamin? Do you want to address Carl Benjamin?
Well, Carl Benjamin, you know, I put a statement out on Carl Benjamin, and that is out there in the public domain. But I believe there's a police inquiry at the moment, so really I shouldn't be speaking on that. But my thoughts on Carl Benjamin is in the public domain. So I mean, if your researchers have done the job, they'll see just where I stand on that.
Yeah. He said there's been an awful lot of talk about whether I would or wouldn't rape Jess Phillips, the Labour MP. I suppose with enough pressure I might cave, but let's be honest, nobody's got that much beer. He's still standing as a UKIP candidate.
And people say things. Jess Phillips said the rapes and attacks in Cologne was nothing more, well, like a night out in Birmingham.
Carl Benjamin is still standing
as
a UKIP candidate, and you're the deputy leader. Are you happy with that?
If this police investigation finds him guilty, then we'll have to look at that. At the moment, he is...
Why do you need the police? Why do you need the police?
There's an investigation going on at the moment, and we need to see what that investigation brings out.
He put that statement on YouTube. I'm just asking you whether, as deputy leader, you can stand beside him as a candidate and say, yes, I'm happy for people to vote for Carl Benjamin for UKIP.
Over 3 years ago.
And he's still standing for UKIP today?
Yeah.
Right. This is part of the problem of how your party's being perceived.
By the mainstream media.
By the mainstream media, like Nigel Farage, who said your party's become too obsessed with Islam. He left. Or the mainstream media, like the leader of UKIP in the Welsh Assembly, who said, I never joined UKIP to be part of a far-right organisation. Or Paul Nuttall, don't really think he's part of the mainstream media, who said putting Tommy Robinson front and centre is a catastrophic error. The party has lost its way. This is not us.
No,
these are people that were your leaders.
This is Nigel Farage, who I sat next to in the Parliament when he made a speech on fifth columnists coming into the country, Islamists coming in to kill British people. Nigel said that. That was Nigel's comment. So he's done exactly the same as what he's accusing us of doing.
So he's left and you're left with the Islamophobic policies?
Well, we haven't got... There is no Islamophobic policies. Where are they? Show me them.
policy on your website. UKIP will end mass and controlled immigration using security-based screening. You'll restrict limited migration from Islamic countries to those people, this are your words, we can be sure as far as possible do not follow a literalist and extremist interpretation of Islam. How do you screen people on whether they have a literalist interpretation of Islam?
Well, we'd have to check these people coming into the country. We'd have to see what their beliefs are. You know, we've got enough people coming in, that's doing damage to the country. We need to check what their beliefs are when they're coming into the country.
Just let me understand that then. If I believe the Quran in a literal way, I'm not allowed in?
It's the literal... this is Gerard's policy on this. I'm not advocating...
You're the deputy leader.
Well,
what
I
do you
am
think?
the deputy leader at the moment, but this is...
What do you mean at the moment? Are you about to quit?
Because there will be an election in June, a leadership election. Then we'll see who the new leader is.
All right, I'm just asking you, that is a specific policy that suggests you're going to restrict immigration from Islamic countries more than Christian ones.
Well, we will look at people coming in from different areas and different countries.
And if they have a literal interpretation of Islam in their head or in their brain or in their beliefs, they won't be allowed in.
Well, that's the policy, yeah.
Right, you're happy with that, are you?
Well, that's
It's not about terrorist intelligence, it's not about criminal background checks, it's not about previous violent acts, it's about you're going to screen what they think.
It's about what their beliefs are, not what they think, what their actual beliefs are.
All right. It's not working, is it? I mean, the reason I'm putting this to you is because you are nowhere to be seen in the polls. This should be your moment. Brexit hasn't been delivered. You are the United Kingdom.
I've never ever believed in the polls. I mean, Nigel Farage, when we were 2%, 3%, 4%, said I'd never believe in the polls. Now he's rising high. Now he believes in the polls. Well, I don't believe in the polls. There's only one poll that's actually means something, and that will be May the 23rd. Then we'll see where we are.
You're on 3%. That doesn't worry you.
Well,
He's on 34%. Well, you don't believe it?
I don't believe it. I'm out every weekend, every day, speaking to the public. I'm getting fantastic responses from the people on the street.
So even though you've had 5 leaders in the last 2 years, 83% of your MEPs have gone...
And a lot of these people was pushed onto us by Nigel Farage.
One loyal UKIP member seems to be Carl Benjamin. You're still riding high.
Well, I know, because I'm out on the streets talking to people.
All right, Mike Hogan, thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.